Desert. I
Oh,
absolutely,
great.
I ate it up. I binge watched it. I couldn't stop. So the pilot
Excellent.
is just incredible. And it starts with this like fantastic continuous shot, which I like to refer to as the Copacabana sequence from Goodfellas. Tell me
Yeah.
more about the process of shooting that.
You know, that was that scene was originally going to be part of a later episode as their cold opening, and we liked it so much we ended up moving it forward as an introduction to their past because they they did Matt Dillon and Patricia's Arquette's character did have a drug business for a while, and if there was a kind of a glory days, almost a Scarface kind of existence in this fancy Palm Springs house. And I did very much want to evoke Goodfellas or Boogie Nights with those great single take, you know, things following a character in. But in this case, Patricia is such a kind of queen bee of her existence. And I even part of the design of the way we filmed her was that you can't keep up with her, you know. And so I wanted it to feel like the camera didn't exactly know where she was going to go and what was going to happen. And so you get introduced to her siblings, Keira O'Donnell and Christine Taylor. You get introduced to Matt Dillon. You get introduced to the amazing Bernadette Peters, all through, you know, this one tracking shot, which we rehearsed quite a few times, and ended up, the thing I was working towards the whole time, we ended up with Bernadette Peters running out of the house with these bricks of hash and cocaine and things, and the cops behind her smashing through a glass window and a freeze frame. And it was all meant to set up that one thing. So we really worked hard to make it you know, engaging and suspenseful, and then button it with a big laugh.
That's amazing. So this series is so fresh feeling because it's part Western, part investigative drama, part comedy. And I just want to know, like, how did you work with the writers and showrunners on this to balance these different genres?
You know, the showrunners had that down. I got all 7 of the first 7 scripts. The finale was written later, but all 7 of those scripts existed, and the tonal range was built in. And I feel like they found a way to earn that whole range from real grief and addiction issues and even dangerous, violent moments, all the way to Patricia's working in a fake pioneer town and delusionally thinks she can now become a private investigator. That comedic, you know, sort of, I love the gap in a character between what she thinks of herself and what is real. They had that down. And so it was just up to me to cast it really well and to live up to the potential of those characters. But it all starts with Peggy, with Patricia Arquette, who has such a, you know, so many hardships and has been knocked down so many times, but just is such a happy survivor and just jumps up and goes again at the next big thing. And she's always got so many different things going on. And like I said, we just wanted to feel like, I don't know where she's going to go next. So it should feel like it's inevitable based on her character, but completely surprising every step of the way.
I love that. Incredible. And bringing it back to the Western, I think the Pioneer Town scenes are some of my favorite. They're incredibly funny. What was your favorite scene to shoot in that Western Pioneer Town world?
I really loved shooting that scene where her siblings come to find out what her new job is. They've heard she's working here, but they have no idea what she does. And Keira O'Donnell and Christine Taylor, who play her brother and sister, show up and get seated by Jeff Perret, and they who seems like her boyfriend. He's a cowboy, and they look up, and Patricia flies into the room on a chandelier, drops down, hits the bartender with a bottle, and gets into a giant bar fight, all faked for the kids. You know, all kind of almost like the Disney or Knott's Berry Farm version of a pioneer town. And it's completely active. She ends up dancing a can dance on stage, you know, while shooting glasses out of people's hands. And that was all the first couple of days of our entire process. We were so determined to make that exciting that we started with it so that the studio would see it and go, oh, I guess we should keep spending money on this. That looks like fun. And we succeeded.
It's absolutely incredible, and I cannot wait to watch High Desert succeed. You guys
Wow.
have
Thank
truly
you.
killed it. And it's just, I'm